Yep.
I'll close the door.
Okay.
Good afternoon, both young men. Welcome to the program where we're going to show you the AP, how you prepare for AP exam. So if you come close to the bench, it'll be much easier to focus on. And we do have some other people on the website, on the Zoom. I welcome them.
Is this for the preparation for AP?
Yes, please.
Yeah, come on in.
Right.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, we just started, not gone yet. So have a seat.
I'm sorry I'm late.
This one.
You're really fine.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This program is sponsored by the San Luis County Library. And I'm Shahidul. I work over there as part-time. We do several programs in a month. So this is the series of program I'm doing this month. On my left, Jessie, yes, she is also working with the full-time as the librarian. So we welcome all of you, take your time to listen to us. So this program is to show you that all the parents are here, to show you that you will save a lot of money, a lot of time if you go through this library program. The library program database is mainly geared to you students. And we'll show you, there are two of them I'm going to mainly show to you. One is called the brain fuse, which is very known, and it has multiple sides to this. I'm going to bring it down over here. Brain fuse help now. So that's the one I will focus first. Then I have another one is called the Learning Express. So both of them are focusing on how to prepare for your college preparation. In fact, so AP exam, taking AP exam is also part of the college preparation. So that's what we're going to show you. The simple thing is here, whatever you need to take that. So a big volume of AP nowadays is very difficult to find on the library shelf. That's why we bought all those things. And it's 24 hours. In addition to this, if you use Brain Fuse Help Me, it has a tutorial session. So 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sorry, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. The tutorial section is open. So you can ask any questions, any subject wise. So they will reply to you. That's another advantage. And then I'm sorry.
Shall I ask questions
Sure.
in between or shall I wait and write down what?
You can ask, yes.
In between, okay. So this 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. is the tutorial program is part of the brain fuse or it's a separate?
It's part of the brain fuse.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
2 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay.
The reason the school get off at 2:30 or 2, so they start at 2.
Yeah.
And students after working or
It's
not
kind of a live class or you just?
in the live, in the live,
Live?
yeah, sitting there somewhere near, and they will answer you quickly. It's like a chat.
Okay.
Also, there's another section, it's like students going to college, they have to write an essay or some preparation. So you can send your essay to correct it. They'll look into it and correct, send you back to your email.
Very nice.
So that's the advantage of brain fuse. And since we are concentrating on the AP, and I'm not sure what grade you are. What grade?
Junior.
Junior, very good time. Sophomore, right. So school just started,
Junior.
the junior,
Yeah.
that's the best time. Yeah. So the AP exam will be in the May, still you have time. But it has, our program has practice session and the old questions plus answers, everything given here. So let me go open up. So first we went to home page, if you're working from home or from the library. First one to home page, then you have to go research and learn. So I didn't mention that before. let me go back. So let's say this is the homepage, library homepage, slcl.org. Then you go to research. Research and learn. From research and learn, you continuing education. And from continuing education, you go scroll down towards the brain fuse health. So then you get into the brain fuse page to go to resources. If you are trying to get help from the tutor, then you have to sign in program. They don't want to go everyone to see you personal things, personal questions. So you set up an account with them whenever you send your questions for the answering or try to see some application or an essay, they will reply back to an email. So you have to sign in, and I have to sign in also. And then you go to skills server. This is the skills server. And from here, college entrance test preparation. So they have all kind of tests, because I do have another program which I discuss about PACT and ACT and ACT, but this program will only the AP exam. So you see how many AP exams are here, which AP you want to take, every AP exam is right here. So AP biology, chemistry, European history, and statistics, war history, calculus, English, physics 1 and 2, US government, and AP calculus, environmental science, physics, and US history. That many AP class. So you probably taking 3 AP at a time. So junior year 3 and senior year maybe you're taking AP calculus. So four is the best thing to do. And make sure when you apply for college, the advantage of AP, there are two advantages. Number one, some colleges give you advanced credit. So if you 3 credit course or 3 credit hour course in a college, they will give you the credit for that. So what is the advantage of getting credit? You get up. Even if you're freshman, you may probably taking all the junior classes or sophomore classes. It's an advantage. Number 2 advantage, if you skip on the fundamental classes in college, you're saving money. So you're saving money at the one hand, other hand, you'll be graduating hard. So, and also, when you apply to the college, make sure you ask them, do you count AP or do you give AP credit? So I'm telling you, WashU doesn't give any credit for AP, but they are very grateful to accept the AP students. SLU give you, Webster give you, Marigold give you, and yeah, that's 3 I know over here. Of course, AMSL give you that too. AP credit. So other than that, so Ivy League colleges doesn't give credit for AP, but they will count you towards AP class taken. So they won't you skip the lower level class, go up. That's advantage. So let's start over here. I'm opening the AP chemistry. So what
Can you switch off the blinds?
turn off?
Again.
Yeah, it's dimming. Okay, it's good. So in fact, it is very much better. I can see the screen. So I bring up to AP chemistry first. I know most of the highest number of students taking AP exam in a high school, and I myself is a chemist, and I have better knowledge on chemistry than any other courses. So if you go AP chemistry, it says first every class of AP, first one giving AP chemistry preparation packet. So if you open this, you'll see there are lots of preparation things you have to read through. The first one is So what kind of knowledge you need before taking the AP? You're not jumping into the AP exam. You're very college level courses, so obviously in high school, you need to have certain knowledge. So what kind of knowledge you need and what kind of courses you have to take before taking the AP exam, they mentioned that here in the first page. And since it's all kinds of AP, so every AP exam, they give you mentioning what you have to take, what kind of course you have to take. So then I'll take you to second things. And if you're not familiar with the AP, probably you will be when you packaging coming to you. The packaging will be with 6 or 7 pages. But in here, they give you whole ideas of AP, whole package, and package is that much bigger. As you can see, this is the one of the package, all the courses over here. So let's say you take the AP biology or AP chemistry, you go over there and look into it, what are things in. So the course, so what contains AP, generally, we'll take one chemistry class before taking AP chemistry, or one biology class before taking the biology AP. So you have to get some idea about the course, then you take AP. And then in this sections also, we have exact AP test for practice, for preparation. Most of the side doesn't give the practice. So we'll see, I can get some practice for you guys. So the second column on the page, brain fuse helped me with the AP chemistry practice exam. So if you're taking AP biology, you have biology practice exam, and if you're taking calculus practice exam. All this exam will be here. And now this third column shows what it will be covering in the AP exam. The first one is the matter and measurement. That's the fundamental things in the chemistry, chapter 1. The electronic structure of the atoms, and so on. Concept of chemical bonding, obviously, gases. Every chapter will be covered. The stoichiometry also covered in the exam, practice exam. So the good thing is this practice exam has the answer to this built in. So I know it is very hard. A lot of people really not clear about what they're asking sometimes. So if you have the answers given to you, you can feel whether it is right or wrong. So the two sections of AP, one is the multiple choice, and the other one is the essay type. So multiple choice, you have about 60 questions, and multiple choice, and the essay type, there will be 7 questions. So you have to take it in one day, so morning and afternoon.
How many hours have we test?
How many hours? In total 5 hours.
3+2.
So first you will have multiple choice, the session will be over, and your package will turn in, then next section will be essay type. So out of 7 questions of the essay type, you'll be answering 4 questions. At the bottom, you see, it says lab equipment and procedure. All the exam itself doesn't have the scribe lab, but if you do high school chemistry lab, that will help. Sometimes I heard that, but I don't know, yes, it is implemented yet or not. They're asking the high school lab not to get a credit for that. So at the bottom, you see the lab equipment and procedure, that means the questions also be in the lab equipment. And they also have an organic chemistry, so normally in high school, they don't teach organic chemistry. So you should study organic a little bit for the AP exam.
I have a question.
Yes,
These links, these are only the practice test, or do they also have the content of the real content to study, or video or PPT?
they don't have video in this brain fuse, but they have, they really don't have the content. But as I said, this one, like chapter one, moles and molar mass is one of the chapter, but it will tell you what will cover.
It's a kind of a syllabus
Yes,
outline, something.
yes.
But if someone wants to learn that concept, is there any material available to learn the concept, or a teaching aid? Or a
It is the
learning aid?
book, the AP prescribed book.
Okay.
Yeah, so the AP class and AP book has made out of those concepts,
Okay.
and they go by exactly in the order. So they didn't give any video or anything. They didn't give us. So they give you syllabus and they give you what information you need to acquire, so you can go there and see. But they didn't give us any video or something.
So child is dependent on the school books and.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Even the AP, when you sign up AP, so they will give you this one, AP Chemistry Study Guide. So AP Chemistry Study Guide has all questions and answers all together.
Okay.
So, but the advantage, you don't have to get the AP book. They're like ACT book, we have big volume of the books in the library. You don't need that if you go here. And you can finish one section at a time, slowly you can go up. If you start from today or from next week and continuously doing it, you have a chance to, without a book, you can go up and cover the materials.
Understood.
It's hard to say what exactly the AP exam will be asking this year, but those are, teaching AP courses in the high school. So if they're teaching more than 5 years, they probably have an idea that this year, 23 questions could be on this test. And yeah, I was also one of the AP examiner. The exam itself is very hard, just to admit. And when I went there, about 15,000 students took AP. So we have to grade all 15,000 papers in 7 days. So when we go to grading, they take to the university campus, and university is locked down. So nobody can enter, nobody can go out. So it's morning to 6:30, we all grade papers. So it is manually graded, not by machine grading. And those people are over the grading, they are all university level student professors. Okay, so this is the brain fuse, and brain fuse, I'll show other things also since you are here. So the AP, and if you look the brain fuse one more time. You are junior and sophomore, I think. You said sophomore. Okay, so you finish up your time for pre-SAT. Have you taken pre-SAT?
No.
So this brain fuse help now, not only helping the AP exam or AP preparation, it helps all the pre-SAT. In the 10th grade, there's exam called pre-SAT. you'll be selected by the counselors that took exam. And this is the only grade, only pre-SAT grade goes for the scholarship. You saw that list of students getting a scholarship at the end of the year. So this list goes to the for scholarship list, not AP exam, not your grade. This list goes to the scholarship. Yes.
So, besides AP exams, which will help you in getting a good college and credits in college, SAT exams are basically for scholarships only,
SAT is required, still Missouri is required,
for college admission.
admission.
And what about ACT?
ACT only in Missouri.
ACT is only for Missouri state.
If you take ACT, you can go any college, you can apply any college in Missouri state.
Okay, not applicable for other states.
That now, before that, nothing, but now they have make a system they can transfer into equivalent to SAT.
Oh.
Yeah, like if you want to go Michigan or New York or let's say California from St. Louis to their school, you have to take ACT. Plus ACT is required through the Missouri state. So every college going or high school graduating will take ACT. Achievement.
So, my child should appear for both SAT, SAT as well as ACT.
So if your child wants to go outside the Missouri, then take both.
Then take both. Else only ACT will be
But only SAT will be enough for in the state
in
of
Missouri.
so. Plus you will take AP.
AP has to be taken.
For the very good schools, they only go on getting scholarship and getting credit to get into it, so you will take an AP. Because they know what they're teaching in the school nowadays, that the better colleges, they look AP, they give credit for taking more AP.
And the syllabus would be more or less similar.
The syllabus is totally, I mean, all chemistry are the same syllabus. The style of questioning is different from normal school level, yes. Here they judge a lot of things, the analytical and physiological, all those things they analyze. But in the school, just take a test to pass your grade. Okay, now I'll take you to another one, which is called Learning Express Library. In fact, we had Learning Express Library for a long time, but Learning Express Library doesn't have a tutorials, free tutorial section. So we had tutorial section only for 2 years during pandemic because people could not go to school anywhere. They couldn't get help from the coaching coach. So we take a program here, database tutoring, but they charge too much. So then we remove them and bring this what do you call brain fuse help. So brain fuse, in fact, 3 phases, 3 different categories. The brain fuse help now is general students and the general public. And there is also for employment and also for the veterinary, those who are coming back from the war, they have to train it. So we were subscribing their program. So Learning Express was in our program a long time, and it has everything very similar. Sometimes it is more. It has more. So the Learning Express library doesn't have tutorial session, except that I think very good program, and it's also help how to get prepared for the job, how to get prepared for the even if you go to college, people get nervous to go to college. So how you be handling situation in college. So Learning Express Library is the one. So, and it has also, I'll show you this. It's called Prepare for College. So besides the introduction, how to prepare college, and towards the end, you'll see, get ready for AP test. So again, if I take the chemistry part, oh, this one, another advantage. The advantage is it has an ebook. You can download in your service, yeah, in your computer. So ebook contains biology, calculus, AB, calculus BC, and the chemistry, you name it. And I think, yes. They have AP ebooks, all those are. So as you mentioned, is there anything they can get? There is a book, I think I downloaded one part of it. Yeah, I downloaded one part of the test. So if you have a computer, just download and work on it. So AP chemistry, if you go here, AP is the ebook, and let's see, but this one, you have to sign in. This one has practice test. That's exam, practice exam 1, practice exam 2, and then, so but you have to sign it. So even for me, even in library stuff, they don't want to, they want to sign.
Normal library account will work or a separate account needs to be created?
No, library account definitely to get into the database. So from home,
The one next to the.
okay, so from home, if you want to use it, you have to use library card number and PIN number. That's to get your database. That's normal. Then if you want to be taking that quiz, practice exam, you have to sign in separately.
Okay.
But the brain fuse doesn't require that. Okay, so we are looking now the practice exam for, so before the exam, real practice exam, they give you lots of information. So this is just the one, I'll open it up so you can see it. So they give instruction then how many questions, 6 to 7. The time is this, and it will really count your timing as well as the number of score you're getting it. And it will keep in score. And if you want, you can take this week, if you low score and practice again and again, like SAT, any other exam. So this is the most good, the most useful, the Learning Express, it had test ready, you take the test, and if you couldn't find the answer, then go to the chapter, look in the book and come back and answer it. Or if you wrong answers, then you can see they will analyze that and give you the right answer. So how to take the test exam, and these are all the information you can read. So let's open one of the tests. So this is one of the real questions here. They give you about nitrogen manufacturing. And then they give multiple choice answers. So let's say you did the right answer, that's fine. If it's wrong answer, and it's counting the time on here. So, and also tell you that for this question, the remaining time. So it's a timing, every student complaining is too long test, I cannot take it. So they didn't practice. people, scale is the five is the highest point. So anytime you get at least three, it will be going to the credit. So some of them, five out of five, a lot of people get five out of five. And four, then three. After three, it will not go towards your credit for the college. But it will consider some, not, because one, everyone regardless, everyone will get one. Then two means you did not, three, four, five. So the good school may be four or five count. So this is another question. So all the questions now open. You can start with the answering in them. I don't know what chapter. You've taken chemistry already, right? In your sophomore? In high school, they offer sophomore?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen now, the disadvantage that you're taking AP exam either this year, end of this year, or end of next year. But you have gap of 1 year for the chemistry class. So you may forget a lot of things, it's disadvantage. So I told a lot of schools that make sure you give the chemistry course in junior year. So it was better for them, because junior year they're taking chemistry at the same time they take it. But after 1 year, you forget, so you have to go through all the tests again. So these are real tests, not made up, so make sure you do that. And so then I think Learning Express has.
So how frequently these test papers are updated?
Every year,
Every year.
every year,
And there are two sets of questions.
2 sets of question answering every year. Like my information is 2023. So it's a 23 information. Not whole lot of change, maybe fees maybe change one thing, because everything going pricey now. So fee could be changed, and date is fixed, almost May something. Plus the questions already done, it's published already, ready. So when they do the question, is 1 year to review that and practice by the examiner, then it comes to public.
Are you asking for this site or are you asking for the
The questions in this side.
Oh, yes, regulated, is been, as soon as the AP change, so we get the information here, because Learning Express and the Brain Fuse is very up to date, very up to date. Plus our system for the county library, so we keep track also. So because we subscribe yearly basis, so because before paying the whole year price of it, we have a committee called Electronics Learning Committee. They go through this, and if any of the database is not on the proper time period, we don't continue, discontinue that. So before continue, we want to make sure the data or information should be correct. Like ACT, it's already up to date. And AP exam, the millions of people throughout the world taking this. And this Learning Express also has a great things to the career preparation, like a job. You go to college first time, you need to focus on your academic, plus they show you how to get a college campus job and how to handle the college. And that is another program we have, preparation to college and college finance, how you get a scholarship. We also offer that. So. So you will be junior, you'll be taking ACT and get ready for the AP exam. That to take this year, and ACT you can take as many times as you want, but AP will be probably you are not taking twice. So this is the practice exam too, and each chapter they give you practice exam. And if you go on this side, there's a lot of other information that's need to know. So have you taken ASVAB test in school? No, which school you go to? They don't offer it?
As well, I don't think so.
Hmm.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, if you have, it is free. If you get a chance to take ASVAB, take it has test built in lots of psychology and mechanical analysis. That's what it's for the military. You don't have to go military, just take the test. No fee required. The federal government. So
And anyone, even if the North High School is not offering it, anyone can register for aspirants?
I think you need to talk to the counselor, so they will order the test.
Can you please spell it one first?
ASVAB, ASVAB.
ASW.
A like an apple, S like Sam, V like Victor, A, V. That's that. They usually take it to the school where people go to military, or
Okay.
maybe Parkway doesn't like that. City school, they all take it. Plus you'll know something.
Yeah.
It's my ideas. Okay, so test we talked about also, I'm still on the Learning Express. It has tutorials. I didn't see it, it's not live tutorial, that's why I didn't focus on much of this. Some videos, zero, no videos. So take the practice test on the multiple choice side, and then you take essay time. Are there any question? So those who are watching from home, do you have any question?
I'll let you know if anyone chats anything.
Oh, I'm going back to the brain fuse help me. And before applying college, we do have another program like this application for the college. We will show you. You don't have to go so many books, so many things. There is a universal forms. So you fill out only one form and it goes to 16 different colleges. And we do have a list of all the colleges here. We do have, you can see which college required, what's the requirement for the ACT, and what the requirement to get a scholarship. So easy way to do this. We would, that is the October, month of October, we'll have that program.
I have a question.
Yes.
So next, the one who are juniors, they will give the test for AP exams, whatever they have taken in their junior class, in the month of May.
Right.
Right. So they will not have the opportunity to take the AP next to next year when they have passed their high school. Before putting those marks, I mean, they can never apply those marks into their college education, right? So, like this gentleman, he is in June, he's junior, he'll take May 2024. And then certain courses, AP, he will be studying in
Class 12.
as senior as that, right?
Yeah,
So,
so he can take the AP exam and see.
yeah, he will take the exam of senior in May 2025, correct? But he will have to apply for college before May 2025. I'm assuming maybe somewhere in October, November 2024. So those marks of his AP senior will never go to college. Is that right, understood?
No, it will go.
Later on,
Let's say he is the junior now,
yes,
so he will take a test.
yes.
And when you go to senior, you'll have a chance to take the test
Before applying for college?
before applying for college.
So for AP, you can
No,
apply
not
just twice.
before applying to college. He will start applying as soon as he go to senior class.
So that is what so how
Yeah.
will it,
So that they will look, college never look the final grade. College will look your junior grade,
okay,
the final grade after admission.
okay,
All the scholarship, all the criteria based on your junior grade. So you have almost all the grades, so junior, senior, they don't look at it. Even if you don't take senior classes, they don't look at it.
so the criteria for admission is basically only on the performance of your junior.
Junior grade, yes.
And that's what I'm.
So, and then when you have senior, you already applied, then you send the transcript. So
Okay.
that's why you notice sometimes these things are changed the last minute. So they offering scholarship, offering other courses thing is the junior year grades based on.
Okay.
So all recommendation and all things will go into junior. So he's a junior this year, so he start taking the ACT and AP on the exam. So as soon as the exam finish, start applying. At least getting ready online, then go to admission.
Understood.
And you say you can retake the AP test?
If you want to, but since you've taken already one, can you do you want one another time?
If you have lower score, you wanna bring high score.
If you have lower score, you can try. Nothing, nobody will say, no, you cannot try. You can do that, but since once is recorded, I didn't see anyone taking AP twice.
But if you take it one more, a second time, the whatever the higher.
Highest will be counted, yes, highest will. So chemistry physics is a lot of people getting 5 out of 5. Calculus, psychology, the history, then English. These are the good marks. They're not so hard, but chemistry, physics, and calculus, 3 is the hardest one. Even the AP computer science.
So if the student only have time to do like one of the 2 programs, which one do you recommend? This one or the other?
As far as the testing practice concerned, I would, depends on students, but both are more or less same because they test same. The one I showed brain fuse, it has more detailed syllabus and these guidelines, these are questions from this. Before giving the questions, they give you a outline, the question on this, so better you prepare that chapter for taking the test. But and the Learning Express, they give you exactly tests like timing, measurement, so both ways beneficial. Yeah, we
So,
want, yeah.
just one clarification to what that means, AP test can be given only once in a year or it can be given multiple number of times?
No, once in a year,
Once in a year. So if I score low, my chance is gone forever.
unless you want to take the second time
So second time, like in a senior year.
in the next year.
In the next year, so that.
If you want, you can take AP exam in the tenth grade.
Okay,
If you wish to take, you can take tenth grade.
okay.
So starting in the tenth grade, a lot of people take AP exam. Like AP English, a lot of tenth graders take AP.
So the easiest subjects can be taken when
Right.
I'm in a lower grade.
And AP only happens once a year or?
So that's what my.
Once a year.
Next year again, we can take it after.
But they conduct it only once a year.
Yeah, they offer only once in a year. Yeah, other questions, feel free to ask.
And the body, I recently moved to US, so my
Okay.
questions may sound to be a little
Sure.
silly and something will be very trivial for you, but for me.
No, that's fine, because of all my programs coming, people asking questions and questions, so.
So the body who conduct this AP exam is a state level body, right?
AP exam?
Yeah.
No, it is the centrally, it's called the Education Testing Center.
And it takes, this AP exam is the same body takes across the all states.
US, yes.
Okay.
It's just one section, New Jersey. ECT, ETS, Education Testing Center, those who are making tests for SCT, ACT, and all the general tests made by them.
Okay.
And it is a huge organization, it is not that huge organization.
Okay.
So the Missouri State just taking part of it, like through the school, because the state subsidized fees on it. I think if you get subsidized from the state, you pay $25.
Okay.
And some cases it is all free. So the state, it's a Board of Education of the school district subsidized.
So should I encourage my child to appear for SAT, ACT and AP or three?
Sure, nothing wrong. If we prepare for ACT, so at the same time she is getting prepared for ACT, Scholastica. Then AP exam, AP testing is just the base of syllabus, the course. If it's taken chemistry, if you have taken AP practice exam, then set up for the exam. But make sure the deadline, you meet. If you pass the deadline, they will take it. But if he doesn't want to go outside the Missouri, then ACT is. I heard some other school also translate the score into ACT score. ACT to the ACT. It is possible. Before that, you have to take both.
SAT and ACT are just two different bodies taking the courses, that's it. And some of the colleges says give me SAT, someone says SAT.
Like East Coast or California, East Coast, they take ACT.
Okay.
S, like a scholastic. And Missouri, Illinois, we take ACT. Mandatory ACT, but non-mandatory is ACT.
Okay.
Or the Eastern Coast is scholastic, that is mandatory.
Okay.
The pattern for both is MCQ only, SAT or ACT.
SAT pattern, I'm not very sure the same as SAT because SAT based on subject wise, the English, math, English, all pretty much same, If you take one exam, the other one will be the same. I never took SAT, so I don't have that active. I have to take SAT. So if you have any other questions, you can email to us, you can chat with us. slcl.org. So we always stand by from
What is the
9.
email?
Email means St. Louis County.
I have some questions. Once I discuss with my daughter and I want to ask and talk to you or maybe someone equal to you, where should I send an email?
Or you can write my name, S. Rahman,
S Rahman.
mhm,
Okay,
S like Sam,
yeah,
then RAHMAN
RAHMAN.
at slcl.org.
Thank you.
So remember the sequence, how we went to this page from our homepage?
Probably if you can tell for both once again.
Yes.
That would be.
So our homepage is slcl.org. So this is our homepage, as you can see. So on the black ribbon, and you see here, research and learn. So you click that. And there are a lot of things here. You can find out either directly continuing education or earn high school diploma. So I would go continuing education. That's one way, or you can go resources A to Z. That's more convenient than anything else. So if you go A to Z, let me show this one for A to Z. You have A to Z, then brain fuse means B, so you click B. Brain fuse health now under B. So alphabetical is there.
Yeah.
And shortcut way, as I said, continuing education. So they will give you continuing education. There are several things, one-on-one assistance, then earn a high school diploma, mid-play virtual reading coach, personalized learning is brain fuse ready.
Okay,
And if you go down a little bit, it's Learning Express.
okay.
Just curious, what is the one-on-one assistant?
It's like tutorial session. Brain fuse tutorial session.
And they're offered to anyone?
Anyone, yeah. So I'll show you that. Let's go to brain fuse.
Yeah, that one is different than the brain fuse tutoring.
Oh.
That
refuse
one is-
different.
Yeah, so that one-on-one is when you would talk with a librarian or a genealogist about something specific, but then within brain fuse, they have their own tutor system,
within
which you could
Brain
do,
Fuse.
yeah. Mhm.
This is like somebody have a question, need help, so they booked one of the librarian. That's called one. And
Within brain fuse, I'm assuming that there are subject specific professors and teachers are there available.
they had tutor, I'm not sure how specialized they are.
Okay.
So I'll show you that page in the brain fuse.
I mean, are they also available to talk if someone wants to discuss some concept?
I don't think they talk. It'll be like. You have to chat.
Understood.
Only talk is one-to-one.
Okay.
Even if you need ACT or help or any question on, you can book one-to-one. We have about 6 or 7 people in there. So they will set up a time with you, then they talk to you. Either Zoom or by face. So you see the live tutor on the, so that's the one. So you select the grade first, let's say 11th grade. 11th grade, and you need help on, let's say, trigonometry. I think it is 11 o'clock now, so 2, it is after 2, so the tutor will come here. You see the welcome to Brain Fuse, a tutor will be right with you. So it says, tutor 8:35 is typing a message.
Understood.
So then you type your problem, I have a math problem. Okay.
Do they just like give you the resource to help you, or do they actually like?
Anything you want.
So they can use that, that's almost like a whiteboard, so they can write on, you can write on. it.
Even if your
And-
math problem, they can solve the math.
Okay.
Physics problem, they will solve it.
There is
Chemistry,
a tutor sitting on that side.
Mhm.
tutor sitting somewhere, we don't know for sure.
Somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
So they are pretty, very thorough with the selecting tutor, very high grade people. So from 2 to 11, now they're ready.
All 7 days.
All subjects, yes, 2 to 9.
So as student taking like AP classes now in school during this year,
Yes,
how often do you suggest them to go onto this site and practice and then continue learning from school?
I would suggest, let's say, what school is teaching what chapter. So if, let's say they are teaching now chemical equilibrium. So if they finish that chapter and take the practice on it. School just
So
start,
that section, that
If-
whatever chapter, brain fuse have a section to test that.
right. No, Brentford doesn't have a particular section test, so maybe they have 4 or 5 tests right there. So they will tell you this test contained it, you have to figure out which one you will practice.
Thank you.
As the tutor saying, how can we help? So it is very,
Yeah, we see that, yeah.
very good.
So it can be accessed from any part of the world? Or just from
And
US?
those who have the license for it. Brain fuse license. So we took brain fuse subscription.
Okay, so we are privileged to be a part of library and so.
And you go to India and ask tutorial question. Doesn't matter. We'll at 10 o'clock, some people was filling the application for admission FAFSA. So FAFSA has a lot of questions and parents are sleeping and he doesn't bother, he just asks them here. And I don't understand the FAFSA form, question number 5. So immediately they come over here and they will look into it and they give answer.
So not only the subject, they will also tell you the questions around. I would consider this as an administrative question because it's more of what's the meaning of certain question in while filling the form. So they help in those aspects.
Yes, yeah, admission, they are.
Right. That's wonderful. And thank you for letting us know that.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
use that, I don't know how many people use, I asked them, everyone should use it,
no one knows about it.
that's the
I
best.
see a lot of people use the book, the big book that they buy.
Oh, you don't need to buy any big book, that's why I was trying to get a book from the library, there's no ACT, AP book. So book itself $75,
And some are very outdated, so.
yeah,
This one-
because we didn't buy, the testing books since, before the pandemic. We stopped buying,
Yeah, this is very good.
very good, I encourage you use it. Because if people don't use it, why should they pay about $200,000 a year?
I think students in the school should also be, I mean, that awareness should be created in school as well, the students. Students should be knowing about this
The
site.
students should be knowing that, but we didn't go to school. I told our department, so let's go to school, give a
Yeah.
lecture to the, in front of counselors or the principals about this program. I bet they all use it. But we didn't go that far. We just come branch to branch.
I think you already mentioned it before, so like the PACT and the ACT, they have like a test,
Uh-huh.
they have a section.
Yes, PSAT, if he's the sophomore or he's sophomore.
Will you be interested if I talk to counselor? I mean, my daughter is also in North High School,
Uh-huh.
and then if they are interested, I'll let you know. Will you be interested to go there? and
Sure,
talk?
I'll let know my managers and they will arrange it.
Yeah, I mean, this is something kind of a.
In fact, I went on Monday to the school to tell the principal or assistant, whoever it is, because the problem, the circulation, it doesn't go that many people. So I went to the school, I said, we were having, or he said he will send 2 or 3 students. So 8 of them signed in and 3 he is supposed to send, maybe he told the students didn't come,
In fact, it can be done online as well.
online as well, yeah. So
You
you
need
see
not
the,
go to the school,
see
you
the
can
new
just
machine?
come here.
we have a new machine, I'm the first trial now. It goes both.
So this is being recorded and we're gonna upload this on our library's YouTube channel, so anyone will be able to watch it kind of on their own time also.
They're fantastic.
Can you show us how? I didn't even know the library have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
So it is like a Zoom. And it's connected through this, so it is rotated, if I move, it will move too. Yeah, keep looking, we have lots of program, very beneficial for the college preparation.
so if you just go to YouTube and type in St. Louis County Library, then our page will come up, and then it'll probably be a few days before this is uploaded, but our team will upload this video, this recording with this whole thing, so yeah, just search, St. Louis County Library, it should pop up for you.
But there are a whole bunch of St. Louis County Library video.
Yeah,
So,
lots of different stuff.
Thank you very much for showing us.
yeah, I encourage use it, math problem, English problem. And it's free, we are paying for it.
Oh, that is the main thing. I mean, so much is being paid and no one even knows.
Very few.
We have tutor and it's like instant. The question is asked.
Yeah,
So, Mr. Rahman, is there any other aspect which you want to cover for today?
I hope I did all what I need
Yeah,
to.
very good.
But if you have questions, welcome to email or
I
chat
will
or
have-
anything.
I will have few more questions once I get back to my daughter, discuss in detail. Even I have certain more doubts, but I
Sure.
have to get
Anytime,
organized and then
anytime,
I'll come back.
anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for giving us.
Yeah,
such a-
any question on the brain fuse or Learning Express? We have more programs for learning. Thanks for coming.
And it's very helpful.
Yeah, watch for the next month program. May not be in this branch, could be another branch with preparation for the college.
Okay.
So we'll go all of them. at the same time.
Thank you.